That is super weird. All right, we are back with another fantasy football live stream of tight ends. We did wide receivers earlier, but let's do tight ends. Let me just pull up the game so that we know which player will be playing for each team. All right, let's do Broncos versus Jets. Start and sit. Let's set it. Let's do Broncos tight end. Definitely start. Jets tight end Mason Taylor. I'm not really confident in him. I would say sit him. He won't give you that much fantasy points. Seahawks and Jaguars. Man, I would sit both of the tight ends, but if I had to choose, I'll do Seattle's tight end. Chargers, Dolphins. Chargers, Chargers tight end. I feel like I lean towards the sit, but Dolphins definitely start. Um, what's his name? Forgot her name. Waller. Ram, Ravens tight end. Both sit in this game. Mark Andrew had a really crappy quarterback. As for Higby, barely gets the ball, but if I had to choose, I'm gonna go for Higby. Mark Andrew just has been horrible. Cardinal, Colts. I'm gonna say start both tight end. Tight end for the Cardinals still will give you a point. Colts rookie tight end definitely will do a thing. Cowboys and Panthers. Sit Panthers tight end. Start Cowboys tight end. He'll definitely get involved once again this week. I forgot his name. Last name starts in F if I'm correctly. Fer. I don't know. I have the G in the last name of it. Something like that. Uh, Patriots Saints. Start Hunter Henry automatically. I would say Juwan Johnson. I dropped him in my league because you have other weapons coming back on the team last week. You saw the fact that he only had 3 fantasy points, maybe 5 in your league. Not that much. He has injury issue right now. I end up dropping because it's just time's up. I have Zach Ertz. He's gonna do much more this week, which would dive into him later on. But I would say flex start him the last time. If he does not do well, that means his time is up. As a fantasy god in the tight end. I was trying. Honestly, though, I wish some of you guys. I don't know if some of you guys traded Jawan Johnson, but I was trying to trade him earlier, like in a week 2 or 3. I was trying to trade him and Zach Ertz in a package, but nobody wanted them. Which I'm like, how? More than half the league didn't even have a good tight end. The only thing they had is Travis Kelsey, Bauer, Colts tight end, Henry, and then that's it, to be honest. I can think of any other good tight ends. Yeah, I mean, one, maybe two others, but like, I'm like, how do you not want Ernst and Juwan Johnson? I was trying to get like a wide receiver, like a really good one, or a running back that was really, really good at the time. But yeah, now you can try and trade Juwan Johnson, but it's gonna be kind of tricky because unless you have a guy in the league that doesn't know sports at all, you're fine. You can show him the stats, and he'll just fall for it. But if he doesn't know it, he's gonna reject it because he knows that Jawan Johnson's time is done. So just drop him. I won't even start no tight end for the Saints, to be honest. Browns, Steelers. Steelers, I'm gonna like flex the tight end. I only trust to start him. He barely gives people points. The most he gives you is like 7 or 6, which is bad. Browns, rookie tight end or the backup. I'll start both of them. They're both gonna do some work. Tight end and Raiders do not start the tight end. Titans. I said tight end versus Raider. Titans versus Raiders do not start the Titans tight end. Yes, many of you guys be like, yo, 11 fantasy points projections, this and that, la la. Cam Ward did not have a good line. On top of that, he's a rookie, so he hasn't really been targeting the tight end. And he should have been one of the top tight ends in the league, but for some reason, that's not the case. Would not start him at all. Raiders, Bauer, definitely. I think if Bauer is out, if he's out, I would still start the tight end. But if he's not, definitely start. 49ers, Buccaneers, definitely start the 49ers tight end. I was trying to get that tight end. I made a mistake. I should have got him last week and then dropped Juwan Johnson, but it is what it is. He could have saved my. He honestly could have. Wait, he could have helped me one, right? Yeah. Oh, he could have. He could have definitely helped me one last week because I was low key thinking about it. But I'm like, nah, Zach Ertz and Juwan Johnson have been doing amazing for me. Let me keep them. I'll start one of them. No, Zach Ertz gave me 0, and Juwan Johnson only gave me 3. And Ertz was starting. And I lost 172 to 165. I think, or 175 to 162. So, no, wait, no. It was 172 to 165, I think it was. Yeah. So, if I had that 49ers tight end, oh, I could have won. I could have like 188, something like that. Oh, man. Or 182. Man. What are you going to do? Life. Now, Buccaneers tight end. I'm gonna say if you want to flex him because it looks like Godwin's out. So yeah, I would say start flex him. I feel like he has a good chance to get the ball much more because Godwin's out, Mike Evans out. You only have the rookie wide receiver. So look for the tight end to do his thing. Do you think that I have Michael Carter and kind of want to pick up Colbert? Let me look him up. You said Mercado is droppable. Um, Let me check the Arizona's death chart because I haven't been following them lately. I mean, I kind of have, but technically not. You said Demarco. Yeah, drop him. He's not going to start. Michael Carter is a clear cut start right now. Definitely start Michael Carter. Pick him up. Oh, my bad. You said, do you think I have Michael Carter and kind of wanted to pick up Coker. Hold on a second. My apologies on that. Let me double check. Uh, I mean, definitely you have Michael Carter, so you're fine. Because the other guy, he's not going to be starting. Michael Carter clear starts this week. I'm not sure if Coker is going to play because I had him in my league and I ended up just dropping him. I'm like, what's the point of keeping him? And if you have other running backs, then you're fine. I would say like go for it. But if you don't, keep him just in case. Okay, I mean that's what they said last week, but he's been practicing all week. Okay, then pick him up. If he's still out, if it's still sitting out, like IR, if you have a spot on IR, pick him up, put him in your IR just in case. Bring back the other guy just in case. Or get someone else. Because you never know. Sometimes they'll say, "Yeah, he's all good," and then he's out, and you're like, "Why did I just spend a spot even though he's out?" But yeah, if you're saying that he's practicing all week, pick him up. Uh, I don't know if you would start him this week. It's a little bit of a risk. I might actually go pick him up if that's the case. If he does start this week, I might just have to because I'm weak a wide receiver right now. Everyone's injured. But I mean, if he does start and you're desperate, start him. Just know he might not get that much target because of his injury, trying to ease back in. This is what a lot of NFL wide receivers do. They have to ease back in unless you're like Randy Moss, then you're fine. But yeah. Now back to the tight end. Bengals, Packers. I'm gonna say that Bengals tight end don't start. Don't trust the quarterback. Just don't trust. Packers tight end. Yes, definitely start him. Bengals defense horrible. Packers tight end been doing really good. Now Lions, Chiefs, Laporta start. Kelsey start. Don't have to say why. Automatic start every single week. Kincaid, Bills, and Pitts, Falcons. I'm gonna say start Kincaid easily. Josh Allen loves him. For some reason, the Bills do not have a strong wide receiver room, and Kincaid is like the number one option for the Bills for some reason. Kyle Pitts, I would sit. Don't trust the Bills. Don't trust the Falcons offense. The Bills defense is good. So it's gonna be kind of tricky for Kyle Pitts. Maybe he will be involved, but it's more of a flex play if you have Kyle Pitts. As for the Bears and Commanders, I would say sit Bears tight end. I don't know. He just doesn't really do a whole lot. And definitely start Zach Ertz. Yes, I said earlier Zach Ertz gave me 0 fantasy points last week, but it's just one game. James Daniel just came back. Zach Ertz, it's all right if an NFL player has one bad game. It happens. But definitely start Zach Ertz. I'm about to start him this week because I really don't have any other tight ends I could have picked up. I was trying to get Darren Waller and start him, but someone took him. I don't get that about fantasy football, bro. Sometimes your waiver wire, it's like, yeah, I get it. You picked a number one pick, but then you're always like between like ninth place and 12th place in your league when it comes to waiver wire. It's like, bro, what? They should do this. They should put like 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then if like, say I'm a 10th pick of that draft, they should have been like, all right, next week will be the ninth pick. Then the week after will be the eighth pick. So like it kind of like shuffles the order. So it goes up. And then when you get the first pick, go back to 12. But it just doesn't make any sense. But what's even more weird is that fantasy basketball, I drafted at like 8th or ninth, and now my waiver wire is at like 12th or 11th. I'm like, what? Does fantasy like in general know the fact I'm really good at this? They want me to lose? I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, let's get back to it. Oh, okay, never mind. We already got done with all of it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna choose each team step by step on how which tight end I would choose from each game. By the way, before we do that, like, comment, subscribe. More fantasy football every single week. But before we get into it, let's do Eagles and Giants tight end. Goddard did amazing. Giants tight end, he did okay. He did okay. It wasn't oh my god, but he did okay. Um, both of them always a must start, especially Giants tight end. He's been amazing. I don't know where he came from, but yeah. So yeah, let's do tight end for the Jets and the Broncos. Give me 1 second. I'm yawning once again, man. All right, so Jets, Broncos, start Broncos tight end easily. Jaguars, Seattle, start Seattle's tight end easily in that game. Dolphins, Chargers, definitely start Dolphins. Darren Waller, uh, tight end. Rams, Ravens, definitely start Higby. The Rams, Cardinals, Colts, tied. But to be honest, I feel like leaning towards the Colts tight end little bit more. Cowboys, Panthers, definitely starts the Cowboys tight end. Patriots, Saints. I'm gonna say Hunter Henry, definitely start. What am I thinking? Browns, Steelers tight end. I'm gonna go for Browns tight end. Titans, Raiders, definitely Raiders tight end, no matter injured or not. 49ers, Bucks, 49ers tight end. Bengals, Packers tight end. Lions, Chiefs, Lions tight end. Well, yeah. Well, it could be tied, but Lions tight end. Bills, Falcons, Bills tight end to start. And Bears, Commander tight end to start. And yeah, guys, this is our week 6 of fantasy football tight end start and sit. If I missed any other tight end, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys next video.